Hey, what's going on, guys? So obviously this is post video. I just want to go ahead and point out right now, that after editing the video, it was super cringy. So I guess get ready for that. I don't really know how to prepare you for that. So I guess buckle your seatbelts and get ready, cause it's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride to say the least. Stop scrolling. Stop doing what you're doing. Hi, my name is Frankie, and I have a question. How many times did somebody ask you what your favorite book is? A lot. To which I'm pretty sure your answer was no. Sure. Ever since a young age, I have been forced to read books, which in hindsight was pretty cool, except for the fact that when I got a little older, I realized that reading sucks. Unfortunately for me, though, my mother was a teacher, and for those of you that don't know what that means that every single day I had to sit down on the bright red couch and pretend to read a book, when in reality, I was watching TV. In other words, I was reading until I hit middle school, where I finally found what I truly loved to do. Write. I'm lying, I didn't love writing. But there was a reason why I picked up writing. You see, there was a thing called the Poetry Slam, in which all the students write up their bad poems and they try to perform them in front of a crowd of students, which was bad in hindsight because this is middle school. But nonetheless, I participated in it, and I wrote a poem about a girl who I was crushing on, obviously. All of us untalented middle schoolers decided that we would write depressing poems, except for me. I wrote a poem called Her Name, for non-obvious reasons. If you think that it's obvious, then you're wrong. I wrote a poem all about her name and how it spoke volumes to me. If you believe that that was what I was going to say, then you're bugging, because that's not what I was going to say. For literal weeks, I was sitting there at my kitchen table trying to write the greatest poem that I could ever write. One that would not only get me into the poetry slam, but win me her heart. It was the grand gesture that I was looking for. It was the grand gesture that I needed. And so, when push finally came to shove, I did the poetry slam, did the poem in front of everybody. I won third place, and I got in a relationship with her. Best 2 days of my life. I'm walking around the property because, well, that's just what I do. I really don't have any good backgrounds, and I don't have a car, so, like, there's that. Please excuse me if I'm slightly squeamish. I'm afraid of bugs. Deathly afraid. So now, continuing the story, it was at this point that I had fallen in love with writing. I mean, think about it. I could put a pen to paper, and I could literally put whatever the hell I want. Is that a bad word? You know what, we're just gonna let it ride. We're gonna let it ride. I put a pen to paper, and I was going crazy on it. Ever since that day, I had continued to write and write, until finally one day, there was a big event, which solidified my love for writing a millionfold, or maybe tenfold, and that's for storytelling for purposes, yeah. My favorite teacher in high school gave me a book. And in this book, I write down every single idea that I have. Oh, well, thank you for making it to the end of the video. I hope that I convinced you guys to pick up a pen and start writing one day, because writing will set you free. Now, if you may excuse me, I have to finish reading my Frederick Douglass. Hey, man, hopefully my Facebook video wasn't that cringy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that, you guys are actually going to go ahead and write something, because reading really isn't it. And, I guess that's it. Doses.